guys, it's Brie, and as you can probably tell, I am sick right now, but I still decided to come on here and do a review. Don't love you guys. So, this is my Sckoon Cup review. Without doubt, possibly one of my most requested videos. So, the Sckoon Cup. There's a story to this one. I contacted the Sckoon Cup company a while ago now, possibly when I was just kind of starting out on YouTube, so a couple of months ago, and they never got back to me, which kind of fair enough, a number of companies didn't. And then I contacted them more recently because someone on my Facebook page for Precious Stars said that they were interested in a Sckoon Cup review, had I contacted them. So I said I had, they had got back to me, but I'd contact them again. And this time they got back to me pretty quickly and they said, yep, we can't send you a sample cup, but we will give you 40% off. Sorry, we will refund you 40% if you buy a cup from us, and because that's our base cost. And I thought, you know, no company's actually asked me to do that so far, but I figured it sounded, you know, reasonable. And they're a big company, so I presume they'd be trustworthy. So I went ahead and I bought the cup, like any of you guys would, you know, through their website, and I added it up and I realised it was still cheaper, even with the ridiculous postage they charge. I think it was about $50 I had to pay in the end for the cup and the postage. It was still worked out cheaper than getting it through Feminine Wear over here, which was good because otherwise I wouldn't have seen the point in doing it. And I got the colour I wanted, which was this is Harmony. It's a kind of green colour. And yeah, so I bought that cup and I went back to them and said, look, here's the order number, can you refund me the money? And they didn't get back to me. So a week later I sent another message through the way I contacted them in the first place, because I knew that worked, and still no reply. And then I contacted them again back through the person who contacted me saying they would do it, and I still didn't get a reply a week later. And so I was really mad at that, because they still haven't actually refunded me for this. And I was going to call them up, but then I realised that was just going to cost me more money, and I really don't see the point in that. So I can't say anything good about their customer service, to be honest, because it's really bad so far. So I ordered this. It took them about a week to actually ship it out in the first place. And as I said, I didn't get this as a sample cup. This is just how any of you guys would buy it from their website. And when it got here, we got a message through a post saying that they hadn't filled the customs format correctly, so I had to go and pay an extra £12 to get out of customs, which for any of you guys in America is about $18 just to get it out of customs. So by that point, I probably could have got 2 of these from Feminine Wear for the price it cost me to get 1 of these from America. So I was really mad about that. And I obviously had to pay it to get it out. And then I got it. I opened the box, which was kind of crushed, I'd say. I don't have it now because I threw it away. And this thing was covered in dust. I had my friends can vouch for this. I took it out in front of them and I was staring at it. I literally went, and there was dust coming off it. It was hideous. And I mean, you can see it's clean now. I sterilised it like 3 times before I used it. But it was covered in dust, and I wasn't impressed by it at all. So this is probably my first really negative review I've had to do on the Sckoon Cup. So yeah. Then I had a look at it, you know, investigated it, and it just feels cheap. Don't ask me why. I really can't explain it at all, but it's just, I have like 13 other cups, and, you know, feeling this one just feels cheap. I think you can see here as well, like the little, hang on, let me try and get this to focus. These little things here just completely bend back. They're not, you can see it kind of pinging off there. They're not engraved properly. Please excuse my horrible nails. They're not fitted properly, they just bend back. And when I was using this cup and I tried to reach up and grab it, my fingers just slipped off these things because the grip rings just bend backwards. So it just feels like they didn't quite finish it off. And then also along here, I don't know if you can see this, but they haven't cut it properly. Like that is all just, the edge of the cup hasn't been sealed. So I went off and did a bit of research, and because I was worried about this, you know, the seal hasn't been properly cut or anything, and people were finding that this cup is splitting open after just 6 months of use. So I was really mad I paid for it in the end afterwards. As a cup itself, it worked. It collected my blood flow. I didn't have any leak problems, but then I'm pretty good at using cups now, and none of my cups leak. So yeah, you're putting a cup up there. Good capacity. I used it for the majority of my cycle to give it a fair chance, you know, and I cut all the stem off, but I kept the stem here so you guys can see. Theoretically, kind of see how long the stem was. It's a really stretchy stem as well. But yeah, and it came in this little pouch. The pouch is kind of cute, and I do like how small it is. Get this in here. Find something positive about it. It's a very, very small, compact little, you know, cup. It can easily fit in my handbag, and it probably will get denoted to my handbag cup because I don't like it that much. The silicone just doesn't feel that nice. I can't explain it, and I was really hoping that after all that it would be a really good cup and I could feel it, but it doesn't feel good. It feels really, I don't know, I can't explain it. So yeah. But as I said, as a cup itself, it does work. I know a lot of people love this cup, but I don't. I do like the way it flares out here. You know, that does suit me, but I would really recommend... It's a soft cup as well, guys. It's not a firm cup. It does do a really nice punch down fold, I noticed on this cup. You can see it's quite a really good shape. Very small. So it'd be ideal if you're a newbie. But I would highly recommend, if you are interested in this style, then you go for the Sabelle cup, because the Sabelle cup is, I don't think it's as expensive as this. It's more, well, it's better made. It doesn't have the same grip rings, but as I said, these are pretty useless for me anyway. And luckily I don't need grip rings, or I might have been a bit panicky. It's made in the US, but yeah. And also, if you're someone who suffers from chafing, around the holes, I don't know if you see this, there are lines. Hang on, focus. There you go. Little lines around the holes, so you might chafe against those. I don't know. I don't suffer from chafing issues with any cup, but some people are really sensitive. So that is the Sckoon Cup. As I said before, it worked when I used it on my cycle. It collected everything. When I first put it in, it was really painful. It's not one if you're, I wouldn't recommend it if you're a virgin, because the rim did really kill me the first time, and it really hurt, but no thick rim really works for anyone who has a sensitive urethra, like I do, so yeah. But overall, I can't recommend this cup, I'm afraid. It really is my first real negative review. If you have this cup and you love it, I know a lot of people do love their Sckoon cups, but having felt a lot of other cups, this one just doesn't feel like it makes the mark, and it's definitely not worth it for the price you pay. If it was cheaper, then yes, I might recommend it, but because of its price, I really would recommend you go for either the Sabelle cup or the Fleur cup, which flare out like this. So thanks for watching my rather negative review, guys, and putting up with the yuckness, but please subscribe. I usually do positive reviews, and I do videos every Tuesday and Friday now. Well, at least I try to, but yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.